It's been a while since I've done a voiceover, so here goes nothing. It was late in 2019 when I booked a trip to Hawaii, but you could probably guess how that turned out. And it would be another 5 years before I finally made that trip and got to see the manta rays. Generally, poor planning on my part meant I didn't realize quite how far Hawaii was, but overall the trip was very relaxing, and I enjoyed it immensely. I used to keep a saltwater aquarium, and in it I had a flame angel, so I was excited to see some in the wild. They were pretty camera shy though, so the closest thing I got was this Potter's angelfish. I always enjoy seeing cleaner wrasses with their bright colors. This was my second time seeing a manta in the wild. The first time was sheer luck over in Tobago, and that was a distant flyby, whereas this manta stuck around for maybe 10 minutes doing lazy circles. I could have spent the entire dive just watching him. This was only my second time diving in the Pacific, and I wasn't sure what to expect. In some ways, the cast of characters was pretty similar to the Caribbean, but with a twist. It's like a video game with the same characters in alternate colors, like this moray. Some of my favorite dive sites were right up against the shore. The lava tubes formed interesting caverns and skylights with just a little bit of surge for fun. I guess this cleaner wrasse thought I was a customer and came right up to me. It's always cool to watch octopuses change colors, even if it's only a subtle change. A little white-tip reef shark we found in a cave. I kind of felt bad for him because we were all crowded around the entrance and he was kind of stuck there till we moved. I noticed some of the urchins had this wild electric blue pattern on them that was really vibrant. It was very neat. At first I thought this was another manta ray, but it was just an eagle ray. So this trip really had three highlights for me. First and foremost was the mantas. They're one of my favorite critters and I love seeing them in the wild. The second was unexpected, and that was seeing a bait ball underwater. It was amazing to see the sheer scale of it and how fluidly the school moved, like a single entity. The video just doesn't do it justice. The next surprise was nudibranchs. I didn't realize how tiny some of these guys were. I can't even find big things underwater. Thank goodness for the dive pros. Even with my macro lens, I could not get the GoPro to focus half the time, and I'm frankly terrible at it. So anyway, I included some callouts with like professional photos of what these little specks were. This rubber ducky nudibranch is the size of a grain of rice. At least that's what I think these were. I actually found this one myself. I was so proud. This crown of thorns was moving way faster than I expected they could. As usual, I probably should have spent more time above water, but I traveled to dive, so what can I say? Hawaii was an interesting mix of very American with a heavy dose of Japanese and Korean, which I personally loved. I also hear that each island has its own vibe, with the big island being much more laid back than Oahu, and that was definitely more my speed. So that's another place off the list. Where to next?